Hi, I'm Nina. I'm a 3D artist and I'm going to show you my entire CG workflow for creating product renders. By the end of this video, I will show you how to create this scene here. I will guide you through the process of modeling, texturing, lighting and rendering of this awesome spray bottle. Without further ado, let's get started. So I'm starting to add a cylinder with 16 sides. Go to front view, tab to enter edit mode, scale it down and bring it up. Now press 1 for vertices selection and push it up. Give it an inset here and extrusion. You can delete this top part. Well, now let's inset here too. Extrude, scale, and Ctrl B to bevel. With 2 segments, it's enough. Now select this edge and Ctrl B to add a bevel with 4 segments. Just a little more. Okay. I think it's good. Now grab this edge, Ctrl B also. Ctrl R to add an edge loop here to support this edge. Also here, Ctrl B here, Ctrl R, and Ctrl R to add an edge loop. Right click to shade smooth and let's apply the subdivision modifier. This bottom part I'm going to delete this and select this edge and Ctrl F and choose grid fill. Okay, just not have this weird topology. I like to make some quads here. Select these polygons and move it a little up. Okay, now it's fine. Now add a solidify and put it on top of the subdivision. You're going to make the inner part of this bottle. Apply it. And now we need to separate this part, this inner part. Just Ctrl and plus several times. Oops, made a mistake here. Let me try again. Ctrl plus. Now P, separate this inner part. You can rename it the outer and the inner part. Now let's work on this inner part. As you can see, we have some weird topology here, some overlapping. Just delete these edges and Ctrl B to bevel. I think there are no more overlapping. Now with select both objects and Ctrl J to join them. And select both edges and bridge edge loops. Ctrl B here, Ctrl R. Going to add an edge loop here too. And on the inside too, like so. Okay, I think it's done now. So now we're going to make the spray nozzle. Shift D to copy this edge, scale it, bring it down, just a little down, and E to extrude, like so. Now we're going to make a hole here, a spray nozzle, for the spray nozzle. Insert these 4 polygons, right click and choose circle. Okay. Extrude inwards, Ctrl high 0 to flatten these polygons, Ctrl B to bevel. Now select these edges, F to close it, and now Ctrl B. Okay, shade smooth. Here, click G twice. Okay, you can adjust these edges, these vertices. Okay. Now for the cap, select this edge, Shift D, copy, P to separate, scale it to match the reference image. Again, extrude with E, F to close this, Ctrl B, 4 segments, F again, Ctrl B, sorry, inset. No, I'm going to delete, I'm going to add a solidify, put it on top of the subdivision. Apply it. Now grab these edges and bevel. Ctrl R to add the edge loop here and another one here, just to support the topology. I think it's good. Now let's rename this, the spray nozzle, and this will be the cap. Now select the outer part, select the inner. We're going to make the liquid for the bottle. So Shift P to copy and P to separate. Now rename it liquid. Now we're going to make some changes here. Press Alt S to scale it down. The liquid needs to be inside the inner part of the bottle. Okay. Alt S once again. Delete these vertices. We're going to rebuild the bottom. As you can see, we have this spherical shape. Ctrl B. Bring it a little up. We're going to insert this bottom. Bring it a little down, insert again. Let's move it around here. We're going to check if there is no overlap here. think the Alfred makes some mistakes here. I need to delete these edges. I need to rebuild all these again. Delete this one. Also this. Bring it a little down. Like so. Ctrl R to add edge loop. I think everything is okay here. Now I'm going to change this part here too. Just select this edge and scale it down, or press G twice. Scale it here too. G twice. Okay. I think now it's okay. Select all, Alt N, and flip. The normals are flipped, so we don't have problems with the render. We need to flip the normals. Okay, this is the liquid. It's okay. Now, let's move to the next part. Okay, just select this edge, Shift D, P to separate. Grab this, scale it down, E to extrude upwards. Give it an inset, move it down. Okay, S and Shift Z to scale it. Extrude, let it go, scale, move it down. Now height to inset. Bring it a little down, scale it. Heat to extrude, once again, scale it, and extrude once more. So this is our pump, so delete this face. Let's add some bevels here with Ctrl B. Shade smooth. Add a solidify modifier. With this value, apply it, and then select. Let me check. I think we have some problems here. Some overlapping, maybe. Sometimes the solidify make this weird topology. Select the inner part and P to separate. We need to see what is going on with this inner part. Yeah, some overlapping, some weird stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, what I have done here. Okay, delete this one. Delete this one. Ctrl delete. Grab this edge and right click, bridge edge loop. Scale this. Okay. Now grab these edges too. Ctrl B. Also here, Ctrl B. I need to delete some edges here too. Ctrl B. Okay, now I think it's good to go. Now let's join the two objects. So select the inner, bring it just a little down. Ctrl J to join. Right click and bridge edge loop. Select these ones. Ctrl B. Also here at the bottom, Ctrl B. Oops. I think some vertices are overlapping here. Okay, select all the vertices, click M, and by distance will collapse. I think this fixes the problem, yes. Okay, this is the pump. I think it's done. Now let's work on the straw. I'm just going to add a plane. Delete Ctrl R to make an edge loop in the middle, and delete all the other vertices. Bring this a little down. Let's subdivide this plane. Right click, subdivide. Okay, we have a vertices there. Now move this to the left, and now Ctrl Shift E to bevel the vertices. 4 segments. Right click, convert to curve. We're going to add thickness to the straw. Okay. This is enough. Convert it to mesh, shade smooth, and then add a subdivision modifier. Also a solidify on top of the subdivision, apply it, and then select these edges on the top and on the bottom, and Ctrl B to bevel. That's it for the straw. Now we're going to make the string here. Shift A, add an Archimedean curve with these values. Okay. Tap to enter the edit mode and bring it up like so. Position it like this. Okay. We also have another string that we need to shrink this on the Z axis. Let's try to match the both strings. Let's delete some vertices here with Ctrl plus. Delete. And now grab the two, convert both to curve. Once again, I'm going to add some thickness. Maybe a little less. Oops. Okay, now it's okay. A little more. Scale it on the Z axis to give it some space. Okay, position it like this. Ctrl J to join them, convert to mesh, select this edge, select the other one, and right click, bridge, add loops. Okay, you can delete this one. I think it's done. Just rename it. Going to add now a UV sphere. Bring it up like this and scale it on the Z axis as a Z. Scale it a little more. Shade smooth. Ctrl 2 to add a subdivision modifier. Call this, I don't know how to call it. I'll leave it sphere. Now just another detail here. Grab this edge here. Shift D, P, separate, scale it, bring it down. Scale it a little more. This needs to be inside the liquid, so be careful. Okay, extrude with E. The normals are flipped. Alt N, flip, F, close, inset, right click and bridge. Okay, we have a hole in here. Now select these edges and Ctrl B to bevel. Shade smooth. Okay, the modeling part is done. We're moving to the next part. See you then. Bye. Okay, in this second part we're going to work on the label. So let's select these polygons. Shift D, P to separate. Now select all with A and S and Z. Scale it down. We're going to add a bevel on these edges. Select these 4 vertices and Ctrl Shift B, sorry. Now Ctrl R, got 2 edge loops, scale it on the Z axis. Select these vertices in J, join. We're adding some supporting loops, you can see. So we can apply the subdivision. Join here too. Two more edge loops. I'll solidify. I'm going to add some thickness to the label. Rename this as label. Isolate this label. Select these edges. We're going to bevel. So we can have a smoother topology. Okay, they are all selected. Now Ctrl B. Okay. I need to push it a little more to the outside. Just grab these vertices. move it on the y-axis. Also these ones. Careful with the back ones, don't select them. Change to normals. Also here. Okay, I think it's good. Now we'll jump into the UV unwrapping. Just select these edges. And just right click and mark seam. Select all, U, unwrap. Let's use the Tex Tools. The link is in the description of this video. Let's apply a checker map to rotate, see if nothing is stretched, and to see the orientation of our label. Let's scale it a little more. Okay, something like this. Now let's jump to the shading tab. We're going to add our label. Rename it this material. You can delete this one. I'm going to add a paper texture. Ctrl Shift T. You need to have the node wrangle active. The paper texture, you can find the link in the description of this video also. Okay, I'm going to remove the color I don't like. I want it to be white. The roughness, you can decrease the roughness too. Styling a little more. Just even more. For the normals, you can decrease too. Okay. I think it's good. Now, copy this principled BSDF. Move it up. Let's add an image texture, but first a mix shader, sorry. Now the image texture. Plug into the base color. Now grab the label. I made this in Photoshop. It's a very simple label. Plug in like this. I think the UVs what have I done with the UVs? Oh, I switched. That one was the back part. This is the front part. I don't know how I did it. Clip the image so you don't have repetitions along the label. Now let's move to this third part. We'll apply some materials to the rest of the bottle. See ya. Now let's grab this outer part. We're going to apply this color, a yellow color, roughness little down, specular up, transmission all the way up, 1. is hourglass material. Now just copy this one and select the liquid. Just change the color to white. Here I'm going to use the Easy hdri. You can find the link in the description of this video. Just wanted to preview the render. Okay, the inner part, the liquid in this case. Let me change the hdri. Let's apply the same material to the pump. Also here, and for the straw, same material. Now for the cap, create a new one, the black material, decrease the roughness, and play here once more. Okay, what is missing? I think for the spray, you can apply this black material tool. The next part, I'll show you how to light all this in. See ya! Let's start by adding a camera, Shift-A, camera. I'm going to change this left one to the render preview. The camera, I'm going to change it to orthographic, just to get the front part of the bottle. Add a plane. This will be our floor. I'm going to apply material here with zero roughness. I want to be shiny. Specular to 1. I want to light this bottom part. I'm going to add an animation too. As you can see here, some light at the bottom. Just 0.3 is enough. Now add a light, area light. Rotate it. Bring it to the back of the bottle. This will give us this light here, this middle light. I want to enhance the liquid. Let's increase the value. Copy this one, bring it to the left and rotate it like this. I want to have some light on the side too, on the back side in this case. Let's increase this. Okay, now copy this one, Shift-D, Ctrl M and X to copy and to rotate automatically, or mirror in this case. Just decrease the strength of the light. Copy the back one, rotate it 180 degrees and bring it to the front. I want to light the label like this. Just a small value. I want to let me change the hdri. I think I go with this one. I want to add some extra lights on the left and on the right, as you can see here. Just move a little this light so we can have a better view of the label. So copy this one too and bring it up to light the cap. I want to have a rim light here too, in the middle. Just increase the strength, maybe like this. It's too much. This backlight, bring it a little down, move it like so, maybe. Increase on the Z axis. Okay, just a few more tweaks. Strip right here. Okay, let's render. Let me show you the render settings. I use the eye contrast for the color management. Now render. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you next time. Bye.